greet you, my fine interwebby people. It would appear that I've had a bit of a kerfuffle and have got myself trapped in a time rift. Not quite sure how long I've been here. Hopefully the channel hasn't been too dead. Okay, right, anyway, I'm on the verge of being able to escape. Just gonna grab that over there. Just gonna grab that over there. Just gonna grab that over there. Oh, bollocks. Well, that was a bloody trifle. Anyway, I won't bore you chaps with the details. Sorry, I think I got a bit too used to talking like that. Right, oh yes, the video. I'm probably going to need this again because, well, it's time to drop into a hat in time!
Blasting onto Kickstarter in June of 2013, this adorable callback to the 90s Collectathon is brought to us by the developers Gears for Breakfast. Originally just asking for $30,000 to make their bonnet-filled dreams a reality, people went mad for this nostalgic Banjo-Kazooie-esque romp. Okay, just hold fire for a second. I can't be doing this. I can't spend this entire video comparing this game to the 90s Collectathons just because I'm drowning in nostalgia goop. Probably should have ended that sentence a word earlier, but, oh well. I'm going to start a counter and see if that helps. See if that'll let me keep the comparisons to a minimum. After all, the developers have put so much effort into this game that it's unfair not to judge it on its own merits. As I was saying, people went bonkers for this genre revival, backing this project 9 times its original goal. And this is a full 2 years before the developers of a certain iconic duo with names based around musical instruments broke Kickstarter with their sort of sequel with an equally musically named duo. Does that count? I don't think it does. Unfortunately, by the time I heard about the Kickstarter, it had already finished, and we were left in its midst of a 4-year development drought, watching, waiting, furiously mashing the cartridges of Conker's Bad Fur Day and Gex into our N64 trying to fruitlessly scratch his itch! Nope, I'll chalk those up. But then the day came, October 5th, 2017, when we'd finally see the launch of a Hat in Time. And oh, it's so freaking cute! Meet Hat Girl, our adorable haberdasher heroine, cheerfully on her way home aboard her spaceship! Yeah, okay, I'm on board. This is completely logical. Nope, yep, no problems here. Is that a man at the window? Why is there a large, bald man at the window of a spaceship? More to the point, why is there like a regular-ass window on a spaceship? Like a brass hinge, latch-handled window? Oh, you need to collect taxes. Oh, yeah, okay, no, that's cool, that explains it. So, because Mafia must collect taxes, HatGirl and all of her worldly possessions, including her very valuable and magical timepieces, get sucked out of her spaceship and down to the planet below, where everyone and their mothers starts finding them and quickly misusing them, before forcing HatGirl to complete insane tasks in order to get them back. Now, these tasks can range from beating up some Mafia goons to helping an owl make a movie. Not quite sure how this classes as an owl, though. To burning portraits that house the once-living souls of your friends and enemies alike. Oh, you thought this was a kid's game, did you? Thought from the cutesy aesthetic that this was a joyful romp around Spiral Mountain? Balls. Well, it's not. It's a dark descent into the very things that make you question your own sanity. Good thing there's a smooch button. The timepieces are scattered over a plethora of bright and exciting worlds, all glued together by this spaceship hub world. Think Peach's Castle in Mario 64. The first thing that hits you, aside from the adorable, is the fantastic music that oozes across every world of this game, from the insane techno and metal remixes, to the super Banjo-Kazooie-esque hub world theme. No, that's not fair. This composer probably worked their arse off to put their own spin on this theme, and I can't keep comparing it to Banjo-Kazooie. You know, I'm gonna do some digging. I bet I can find out who this composer is. Extreme Research!
Ow.
It's Grant Kirkhope. He did the spaceship theme for this game. Well, that proves that the man does good work, and alongside all the other composers and remixes, it makes for a soundtrack that I'd happily listen to for hours on end, exploring everything that this game is hiding under its fedora. Or, you know, sit there for a little bit too long doing this when the bonus slot theme is playing. On that note, every world has a number of time rifts that can suck Hatgirl into a strange void filled with collectibles and weird Super Mario Sunshine platforming sections. No, I'm standing my ground on this one. I know I said I'd keep the comparisons to a minimum, but look at these floating space platforms and tell me you don't immediately think Sunshine and those asinine non-flood levels. It's even got the weird chill music. These levels can be unlocked by finding time rifts around the worlds that you're exploring, or assembling the collected relics. Upon completion, you'll gain a new timepiece and be given a chance to unlock new colour schemes, hat flares, or sick nasty remixes to enhance your gameplay. Or, you know, kind of sit there doing this. So what does our little bicorn beauty have to help her break away from the regular jumpy, stompy heroes of the past collectathons? Her hats. HatKid's hats grant her a wide array of powers, from a built-in radar to dark ghostly vision, and then these can all be combined with badges that you can purchase. Just as an aside, the badge salesman is genuinely one of the creepiest characters I've ever met. These allow HatKid to swing from chains, turn her dash into a cute as heck scooter, and even release a deathly Kamehameha wave! This is all fantastic. However, control-wise, it's pretty lackluster. The free run climbing and jumping feels fluid and amazing in the open spaces, but as soon as any precision is required, the 1-2 combo of the goofy camera and HatKid's compulsion to stick to every flat surface you can lay a sticky little mitts on makes for some moments where you just want to... Other than that, and to be honest, the precision sections are quite few and far between. Hat in Time makes for a pretty unique experience that's not afraid to mess with the collectathon genre. I can say without doubt that World 3, the Subcon Forest, is by far my favourite area in the game. The palettes of purples, greens and reds, the eerie score and the charismatic level boss that made me smile every time I heard "Fool!" Honestly, Snatcher has to be one of my all-time favourite characters in any video game. The voice actor is definitely worth his weight in gold, and there's not a single encounter where I was like, oh god, not this guy again. Now, it's here, in the Subcon Forest, where you begin to get a sense that this game is not aimed at kids in the slightest. Well, actually, that starts after you defeat the Mafia boss in World 1, and a few levels later he shows up as a sentient jar of goop with eyeballs. But here, the Subcon Forest, everything is messed up. Within seconds, you're selling your soul, and then the aforementioned portrait burning, and oh my god, that damn mansion! Who the hell was allowed to put that in this game? Now, I don't play horror games for a reason, because I'm a big, fat crybaby. And please, just as an experiment, imagine this. You've sat down for a fun-filled romp through your new favourite light-hearted game, and just as you excitedly scurry into this cool, Luigi's Mansion-esque manor, you get met with this! Who dares into my home? What sick twisted individual does that? I spent what felt like a lifetime under that damn piano for fear that that horrendous monstrosity might return. I've just had a thought. I'm already nearing the end of this video and I've barely mentioned the game's main protagonist. Spoilers, Stash Girl. But then, that's exactly how the game seems to treat her. You get a few small interactions between HatKid and Stash Girl in the first world, and then you literally never see her again until the end. And what an end it is! The boss fights in this game are insane! She's missing one of the tropes that this game just doesn't seem to bother with. Gruntilda Syndrome. Gruntilda Syndrome. A term coined after the release of Rare Software's Banjo-Kazooie in 1998. Aptly named after the game's villain, Gruntilda, who following your initial encounter will consistently berate you and get under your skin at every available opportunity. To be honest, it didn't get to me that much because all the levels have their own self-contained villains, but if you're gonna make a character your final boss, then it stands to reason that you'd make them more than just a minor annoyance that's gone a teeny bit power mad. But all in all, the characters, level design, the musical charm, it makes Hat in Time one for the ages, a new powerhouse to revive a long forgotten genre. And now, let's address the elephant in the room. Yooka-Laylee. This titan of Kickstarter might launch back in April, and a lot of us thought it did mark the death for Hat in Time. And not that Yooka-Laylee isn't a great game, but that's for another video. But when it comes down to it, Yooka-Laylee is just Banjo-Kazooie with an update. Hat in Time, however, Hat in Time has so many little nuanced changes and experimental ideas that it's truly one of a kind. And apart from a few control issues and an understated antagonist, which, to be honest, does resolve itself at the end of the game, I can see Hat in Time being remembered for years to come, alongside all of the great collectathons and character platformers that so many cite as our springboard into gaming. Considering all of this, I highly recommend that you check out Hat in Time. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I know it's been a little while since the last video, and I was gonna kind of address that either at the start of this video or in a separate update, but I know those kind of things hurt a channel more than help it, so I'm pretty much just going to try and make a clean break and start off from here. Now, there is more content planned on the horizon. This isn't going to be sort of a one video and gone again for 2 years. Well, I hope it's not. I'm going to try my hardest. I've got some ideas in the pipeline. But if you want something to watch in the meantime, then head back and watch some of my older videos. They are by far some of the cringiest things I've ever had to watch on YouTube, so just go careful. If you want to ask me a question about where I've been, what I've been doing, what I've been up to, then you can check me out on Twitter at Poultergeist0, and I also have Poultergeist0 on Facebook as well. But yeah, check out some of the cool stuff that I've posted on my Twitter over the last couple of months. I've been in a fair few fan dubs, so if you can't get enough of my whiny and nasally voice here, then you should hear me put on much, much better voices over there. But yeah, I truly appreciate that all of you have come back to watch this. Thank you very much, and good day.